knew her quite well, didn't you?
Mother? Yes.
Tipali.
You're not even Christian.
Christians, Hindus, Muslims, we all want the same thing.
What's that?
Love.
Jesus said, "Come, carry me into the homes of the poor."
For me, it was immediately a story of compassion.
Our goal is to really make a film about the woman behind the saint.
It was interesting to see Mother Teresa juxtaposed to a modern-day British Indian woman.
I thought it'd be nice to play somebody who is that closely associated with Mother Teresa.
Actually, I was approached by the Foundation Zaria to write about Mother Teresa, and then I started to make a lot of research to write a treatment, so it took a few months to read a lot of different material. A lot of material is reinterpreted in different ways, but by crisscrossing different references you start to see what might be true, so you destroy the myth and you make somebody more human, and I think it has more power because you see what you can do as a human like she did.
তোমার ভগবানের কাছে প্রার্থনা করো আমি আমার ঈশ্বরের কাছে প্রার্থনা করছি
Then again that cha thing you just have to remember.
Be stronger.
Kochi.
In the preparation, I started to learn Bengali, which wasn't very easy. I also learned this English with the Albanian accent. And then I also went to Calcutta to work with the sisters. I was at the Shishu Bhavan. There I learned to give them hope and moments of joy as well.
It was honestly really refreshing because normally when I work in films, I'm kind of always told to kind of play it weak or play it more vulnerable or more submissive. Just to be able to react and show a myriad of different emotions rather than just one was really, really refreshing. Why can't I just be a single woman who doesn't want children?
Dipali is somebody who has been with Mother Teresa, literally picked up by her, brought up by her, and it's her way of life now. And she has this whole empathy for what Mother Teresa stands for and what she has done.
What is wrong with you, Mother Teresa? Jesus actually spoke to you? I mean, you heard his voice?
I mean, part of the screenplay is based on the private letters that Mother Teresa has been writing to her confessors, and these letters have been published only after her death. This is how we got to know of her doubts about the fact that she lost faith completely and that she had what is called a dark night of the soul that lasted decades, that lasted from the time she started working in a slum until her death. And that covers a period of about 15 years. You could see the portrait of a woman who is against all the odds going to do something she believes she's made for, it's a vocation. And she continues even with the doubts where most people in life would certainly stop.
So there was two kinds of variations that I had to do. One being technical, that Kavita's a violinist, so I had to learn violin. So I had 2 to 3 violin lessons a week and I'd be practicing every day. And then in terms of when it came to the scenes and rehearsals, we had a full week of just back-to-back rehearsals to make sure that all of the scenes were embedded in the back of my memory. So by the time I came to India, I felt very prepared.
I don't want to live your life. I want to live my own life on my terms. I want an adventure. I want a spark. I don't want everything planned out for me just like your parents did for you. I want to actually love. I want to be
Love. I want to be loved.
My character, Aparna, is Kavita's mother, and she loves Kavita very much.
I'm fine. I just fainted, that's all.
When I got the call from the hospital, I don't know what I would have done if anything happened to you.
Sometimes with love, and especially in Indian parent-child situations, that is expressed as, you will do what I say, and that's it, and nothing else and nothing more. So it can come across like that. But I think it's a really intimate, very, very close, intense relationship.
Are you sure of yourself?
I'll be fine.
I'm Brian Laurence and I'm playing Father Van Exum. They have agreed. It took us 2 years, but we won. And they are giving you exclaustration for a year, which means you can remain a nun outside the convent. and basically he was Mother Teresa, a real-life character, and he was Mother Teresa's mentor and guide when she first came in to become a nun. We have a nice relationship because Van Exum is quite jolly. He tries to sort of just make Teresa, because she's so determined with what she wants to do, but also there's time to have fun. And I try to bring out a bit of fun in her. This is not the time for teaching.
Why not?
It's the time to celebrate.
I agree.
Let's celebrate.
Paul?
It's open! Kavita, I thought you were in India. I'm playing a guy called Paul who is the love interest to Kavita. The scene when Kavita comes in and explains that she might not need me, I think emotionally that was quite a stretch to find some kind of humanity in him where he wasn't just a helpless piece of soil. Things haven't been going very well for me. Well, there's no excuse really.
I am playing a doctor who was there, who was present at the time when Mother Teresa was starting off in India. A doctor who's slightly lazy in a Bengali atmosphere. So there are a lot of visuals, there are a lot of imagination which you create for the character to be. I think we need to try and solve the problem at the root.
All the revenues of the film will go into organizations working for education and healthcare for children in India. The Zaria Foundation is behind this project. Zaria means the source. This film will be the source to inspire people around the world to live with more compassion, and it's the financial source to really support children in education and healthcare.
Kamal also wanted to have the two different look. He told me for Mother Teresa, in the beginning of the story, he wanted to have more like a very desaturated color, almost close to black and white. And for Kavita, he wanted to go more saturation, a lot of handheld. Mother Teresa's story in the beginning was very desaturated, but towards the end of the story, he wanted to see a little bit more color come into her life.
On a donc dû, pour les besoins du film, refaire un slum qui date des années 50, parce que tous les slums qui existent de nos jours en Inde, parce qu'il y en a beaucoup, sont vraiment trop actuels avec des paraboles, du plastique partout, rien ne correspondait, donc on a dû le construire pour qu'il soit simple, humble et qu'il ait le look des années 50. C'était un terrain plat, on devait cacher des maisons, donc on a décidé de donner une pente à ce slum pour avoir aussi une meilleure perspective, comme ça on avait vraiment la sensation d'avoir un grand slum.
You go to sit.
I go to sit, so
you
okay.
go to sit, and then as you come to sit, you say,
Yeah.
It's not too serious, is it? My lovely daughter, Kavita.
I felt like the more I was digging into the character of Mother Teresa, the more I was feeling it was hard to relate to some of the emotion. I felt strongly that I needed something else. So this inspiration came of a modern story of a young woman. I think people can identify to a modern young woman today. She was a violinist. She had to come in Calcutta.
Kavita, oh my God, Kavita, what are you doing here? Deepali.
The film is really about being abandoned. Mother Teresa was abandoned by Jesus. This young woman, she feels abandoned and she connects back to herself by loving somebody or loving others, and she destroys this anxiety of abandonment. By sharing your emotion, you don't feel alone anymore. Something Teresa could never do is to share her emotions.